have to get that Manta first.
Yeah.
Like he could.
He goes for utility and like some blink BKBs. Darkseer, however, just finished his raindrop.
Yay, raindrops.
He's not bad.
And buy a lich. Basically having the time of his life and having free form. What are the things you can do against, like if you're Fnatic, how are you going to tailor?
You can possibly initiate on that Morphling. I mean, Shadowblade was just as good as Blink here, maybe even a bit better, but Blink is kind of more, I don't know, easier, cheaper. So definitely an alright item. The thing is with Blink, maybe he has time to react. With Shadowblade, he definitely doesn't.
I know, that's going to get harder to catch down with that Manta Star.
He actually isn't going to go for that Fury.
They're going to try and jump in for a fight if Fnatic, but straight away Mineski have the soul line. Oh, Black Hole's down, will get cancelled immediately by the silence. Dream got down onto the two of them as Fnatic are trying to retreat. Arbed will turn, another stun holding back the Sven as Paladine will run, but the Omni Slash from MP finishes him off. Fnatic, they've found one, can they get anything more? Surge forward onto Arbed, trying again to close the gap to find a Dragon Tail stun. But he can't quite get in there. MP's still chasing. He's looking for KP. KP will get slowed down by the Frost Shield, and KP will go down. So Fnatic, they get two. Striking back hard and putting an end to the push that Mineski were trying to get going in that middle lane.
Yeah, I like this build as well, by the way. A bit more than the Battle Fury.
Yeah, Yasha Maelstrom.
Yasha Maelstrom, indeed.
Okay.
It's gonna be alright.
Is he then completely forgotten the idea of going Battle Fury at all?
Yeah, you don't even go for Battle Fury.
You just
go
the alternate. Because you basically get it to farm faster, right? And Maelstrom does kind of the same thing?
Yeah, Maelstrom helps you farm. It also is pretty good with your Omni Slash because you proc the lightning, the fight, so you get some magic damage too. And overall, just an all-round decent item on Jug. Like this is one of the builds. I think you go right now. There are two. You're gonna farm a bit faster, but this one is definitely. Build that I don't like is that Manta Rush. Like it doesn't really help you too much. Just one like Yasha into something into Manta.
Jab's just checking on the Roshan. I would imagine Fnatic is going to be the first team to try and go for that. They have the better lineup to take it down.
Oh, definitely. You can't even take it on Mineski if you wanted to.
No.
It takes some time. Maybe if there's a medallion on Enigma, but that's not there. They smoke. You can see that they're very active with this Maelstrom already picked up.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you guys said, right? They want to be able to, now with the DK and the Blink dagger, they want to be able to pressure that Morphling as well.
Yeah.
Just make sure that they get as much map control as possible. They do find the Puck is of course one of the more elusive heroes, but he can jump out of the claws of the Darkseer, if you can call it claws. More
I think he's just gonna creep skip here, and he has travels to get out. So I really love these travels on Puck, like early pickup of travels. Very nice.
The sentry down, so they will see Pylite heading up to the high ground as he'll try his best to run himself away. He doesn't have any help coming in that.
He's
just buying some time.
It's space, man. Like he's not feeding. It's Pylite dying. It's space.
Yeah, time wasted. Signature move.
Yeah, signature Pylite die move indeed.
And Enigma and Morphling have taken refuge to the enemy or the
I guess.
And he does have a manly voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't have. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not really a manly voice. I had like
ethereal voice.
What is he?
my ex-girlfriend had a similar voice. I don't know.
There you go. Yeah, you can't tell by
You
the
can't
voice.
really tell by the voice.
Can you though?
No, you can't.
You can try.
Can't tell by the voice. People have a variety of.
But this is true.
You know, you sound like a guy. You know.
It sounds like Sir Action Slacks.
You
Different.
What? You don't sound like Sir Actions.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. How do
Maybe
you
if
sound
you
like
tried.
Sir Actions?
If you tried.
If you tried, maybe you sound like that.
I don't think I can try. It's very cool.
Mid lane. Tower will be taken. They'll make a drop. The chain force is down as well. The Morph will start to build up the strength, but I don't know if it's going to be able to make.
Oh, I like that play.
Very nice.
That looks flashy.
That looks so flashy.
That was really quick thinking there from Arjit.
I mean, it's like I got used to it, you know. Like I see more of stealing Earth Spirits all the time because there's more fan Earth Spirit in the game. But it still looks so good.
Yeah, it was just solid. You wait for him first and you roll.
Has a Midas had a decent lane and has continued farming at an unchanged pace, basically. Gets the blink. That BKB is coming up shortly with the Midas, with the farm that Tidal won't allow her to. So I don't know. It's gonna be scary for Fnatic. Like, if this was few patches ago, then yeah, certainly you'd have that lit ult. That would work, but sadly, it doesn't work any longer. Oh. And they got him.
Yeah.
Oh, there he's gone.
He's gone, yeah. So
gone.
this is another issue as well. Like, Morphling...
Tipped.
Morphling is, like, possibly the best scaling carry. I don't know. Maybe there's Terrorblade, but in that matchup, Morphling still wins. You don't win versus him. You need an Abyssal eventually on this jug.
Yeah, you gotta get someone else to hold this man down because Arjit's gonna be huge.
It's not gonna be enough, and if he buys the Lincolns or something, then you're dealing with that. I mean, it's not a perfect item on Morph, but if you buy Lincolns, then you're dealing with the Dragonite stun as well. You're not gonna be... They're not gonna... And it gives you a slow versus the jug. It's gonna be... Scuddy is definitely better.
We see them trying to put some effort into having pressure on that Morphling, but should they also try to pressure that Enigma a little bit more?
They should get objectives and shut down the map so that the Enigma cannot...
Well, there's still tier 1 tower top, actually.
Yeah, because it's easier said than done. You have this Puck that's constantly out pushing, using travels to go back, and then you also have that's built into a Netherlands, and he's just constantly doing the same. You can see that they're trying. They're trying to get into the right positions. They're trying to take over this area around the shrine so that they can take the tier 1 on top. But Enigma is already on top, out pushing this. On the bottom lane, you have Puck out pushing, and then Morphling is just farming freely wherever he can. So, like, it's not easy. Like, they're really split pushing very well so far.
Yeah, they're making it tough for Fnatic, and so he has got the Greaves, but still very much playing the catch-up game. So he's playing from behind, and I really feel that for Fnatic with their lineup, I just sort of expected them to have a better time in the lanes.
I expected them to win that Darkseer lane, or not necessarily completely crush it, but at least I expected Darkseer to be creep skipping, farming behind the tower, but no. Look at this, like, they're actually...
We're just getting so much space on the map, Mineski.
They are utilizing the space much better.
See an attempt on Arjit here. As he does get stunned up, can they kill him off? He's going to get down with the waveform. He's into the dark seer, surges away again. Argit with these escapes, just making it very hard for Fnatic to get the kills that they want. They do get the Grim
They're going to go for Rush now, I guess.
Oh, Dragon Knight just blinks up to the high ground, seeing if he can find someone, but
they have blinked that hole if they want to try and do something around the pit. I mean, Moon, this is going to be a bit of an issue. He is pushing the wave right up to the base. But at the same time, Moon wants to be here. Yeah, he's TP'd over.
He went to base?
Oh, he TP'd to base.
He has travels.
Well, yeah. He TP'd to base and a travel. Yeah.
So it's fine.
They should be able to push Fnatic away from this.
This could be, the black hole is such a amazing tool around that road though. Hello.
Arbor's going to try and kick things off. Pops his BKB, and they've got the fear bringing down the puck. That's the puck gone.
Yeah, waiting for that black hole.
Enigma is on the high ground there, lurking. There we go.
There it is.
He's going to get a couple of them, but it is going to get cancelled. The silence comes out, and they're crumbling him, Mineski.
I was worried about that this is going to happen for them. Basically, this is the only way Fnatic take the game. Basically, the fact that they tried to fight without BKB, and now...
What the hell's going on here?
Right, that's not great either.
That was a huge minute of gameplay there for Fnatic, as Mineski just, after having such a brilliant start to the game, just falling apart there.
Why was Morphle still there?
Yeah,
I guess he just felt overconfident.
Yeah, I
guess they thought they backed off, yeah.
I think the problem is you try to fight without that BKB on Enigma. I think you just wait for the BKB, and that's what they're telling themselves right now. I've been in these... Like, guys, just wait for the BKB, let them take Rush. We're still split pushing them.
Yeah,
like,
they can't push anyway.
They can't push. Like, what does an Aegis change? Absolutely nothing. In their hands, it's useless. In our hands, it's game over. But we can wait for the next one. So, just get that BKB, fight the proper fight, and then take over the game. But if you go for that black hole play without BKB, someone is gonna break it. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be the vacuum or Earth Spirit or...
He was waiting on the high ground for a very long time to see if he could find that perfect black hole with everybody in.
It was close.
And that already took a very long time. It was close, and it looked like
almost
Fnatic was gonna make that mistake and it will collapse on the Morphling at some point. But...
Oh no, Moon! He jumped in. But Mineski,
that's a Lich buyback.
That's gonna
that as well. That is Pi as well. The Pi does have buyback, so does Enigma, Morphling, and Grimstroke are pretty.
Now with this Rush, I actually had the feeling they finished it. Well, I'm imagining
they backed off there.
Yeah, I'm imagining stuff.
But I mean, this is, Mineski, they had such a great start. They had the map control, and as you say, what they were doing was working, pushing out, splitting the lanes. Now they've sort of changed their approach, and
they changed the approach in the wrong situation. Yeah, because
they get punished for it.
They thought, all right, maybe we can fight this. We have Enigma around the pit. I can't blame them. Enigma around the pit is so good. Plus, you have Grimstroke always giving you information with his first spell, always giving vision, so you can act accordingly. However, still, not waiting for that BKB was really the main reason why they lost Roche and all these fights afterwards. Argit is getting BKB too. He's feeling quite pressured. It's not really the optimal build, right? It's not something that you... Morphling, there are definitely better items. But he's just afraid of being perma-stunned, perma-silenced.
Yeah. Really makes sense. And he has the space for it too. I mean, he's still doing...
He's
doing fine.
Yeah, he's doing fine. And they don't like damage, by the way. A team with an Enigma like this, versus all these beefy boys, you just use Midnight Pulse, and that's already enough. Like, you're already gonna deal enough damage.
See, Grimstroke is in a world of trouble right now.
That Grimstroke with 4.5k gold, by the way.
Is he still holding on?
Yeah, he's still
What's he saving for?
I don't know.
He might want a hex.
Yeah, you'd suspect hex, but I mean,
not spend any of it.
Yeah, usually getting Glimmer perhaps earlier is a lot of utility for your team.
I mean, even if I think that he would have maybe lived here, and otherwise next time, you know, there's going to be the need to buy detection, so you're starving the other supports on the other team with a little bit of gold there.
He's just a hoarder. He likes to save up.
I mean, he does have a GPS panel. He's just, you know, he's just banking it.
I mean, now that the base is under fire here, it's Fnatic. Right side will jump forward with the Omni Slash as well. KP is going to go for the black hole, but the Omni Slash is bringing him down low. He does manage to continue to stay alive with the BKB, but finally he falls. 2 buybacks have to come out from Mineski to make that 3 as they're looking to desperately hold this, and they will be able to do so as they kill off both the Darks here, the Dragonite and the Aegis. Going to try and chase for more here. It has been a costly defense from Mineski with these 3 buybacks being used. They keep chasing forward. In fact, oh no, the Morphling's in trouble.
That's a dieback. And same story.
Alright.
As DJ Jabs in a little bit of trouble here, soul binded together.
Support duo.
Power! They are going to try and look for DJ. DJ will roll across, start to pull the wave away. Does still die.
Yeah, that's hex.
Jabs will die as well.
Okay, so the Fnatic duel will die, but as I say, that
3 buybacks, 2 of them dieback. That is insanely good for Fnatic.
Yeah,
dying or not.
That's definitely alright for them. Yeah, they lost Aegis and Jug again.
Yeah,
still.
They know they can either when they're back up, they can just go again, and there's not going to be those buybacks.
Yeah, and this was a black hole, BKB black hole enigma. How?
Came a bit too late. He was already Omni slashing, so he just got Omni slash to have black holing. He didn't really stop Jugget doing damage, so that's basically the main issue.
Oh. You know, for all the trouble that Ice has had at the start of the game, as a Darkseer, you're still going to be having that utility later on. He's still got those Greaves, he's still got the initiation. That vacuum wall was brilliant.
Vacuum walls from him were actually awesome.
And,
what wall is this?
I mean, you can get these walls nowadays, right? Because you lay down your own wall, basically.
You point it.
You point it, you drag it, if you will.
Actually, that's... Wow.
Look at that.
Perfect play from him.
Yeah, I mean, after such a rough start, and then to solo killing a puck.
He's solo killing a puck, and here I am still struggling with even casting that wall as the Darkseer. I swear. I catch them with the edge of the wall for some reason. Because you have to drag it, so it's like
you have to click first or something. I don't know. It's so confusing. I still mess it up as well.
And the puck, he doesn't have buyback. He stays there for 80 seconds.
And they know this because he just bought back. So they're very well aware of this. No Dream Coil.
They've got the DK form. So
Black Hole is still not up. Should be up soon, but
they should be counting that anyway.
Yeah, they outpush so well though.
And they're gonna go back bottom. Hello! Omni Slash on the blink, on the BKB Enigma. There is a buyback though, but the BKB is now already used. Even if they do end up.
That double stun perfectly timed.
Double silence. But on the Dragonite with a double damage rune, or does it just look like that? It looks very.
Yeah, it just looks like that.
It's very blue.
That is going to have to be a buyback from the Grimstroke. Fnatic just jumping into the base, diving in deep. That's going to be a dieback by the looks of it from Febby as he cannot get back to the fountain. As Fnatic now tearing Mineski apart. A game that looked to have
it was a double damage rune.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it was. It was just yes, it was.
It's a 5-man black hole.
It was a brilliant black hole.
Look at that damage.
But what
Midnight Pulse, man. What a spell. Wow.
A 5-man black hole for what? Unfortunately.
For what?
For what?
For what?
As Fnatic take their axe. Hopeful for Mineski, Arjit, something in lane, but now at this point it's like Fnatic just woke up. It's like, alright boys, let's play properly now, and
they fell apart after that.
Mineski's
after that first black hole usage without the BKB, honestly, I saw it happen. I was expecting it.
You could see the team crumble.
I could see the team instantly crumbling because they lose that. There's like pressure when you don't have to use that black hole. You just have it. and it's pressuring the other team. You can't push high ground, you can't do these crazy movements because you're thinking, all right, we're gonna push, he doesn't have a BKB, he's still gonna catch us because he sees us all while we're pushing. In that fight on mid, there's to like escape the black hole, for someone to stop it, and once you raise the black hole like that, instantly they can take rush. After that they can push high ground, the black hole is still off. It's just domino effect, like that one small misstep.
I love AoE surge, by the way. Can I just interject that in there too? That is so good.
Oh,
Look at that quick red one out there.
Won't quite be able to, but again, Fnatic are pushing.
Yeah, black hole's still on cooldown.
So,
you know this?
How do Mineski put a stop to this? It's been difficult for them the last few times. They do now have the BKB on RG, so you can afford to frontline a little bit more. And they're losing the tier 3 tower mid. Stun's going to be dodged easily by the Blade Fury. And Arbed has a completed Bloodthorn as well, so if they get on top of the target with the stun and the silence,
actually,
they're going to get shredded.
Yeah.
As they just can't push this DK back. I mean, the whole of Mineski is alive, but they don't have the black hole yet. Fnatic just taking the racks from underneath their noses.
They gotta, like, Mineski at this point has to wait for that good fight that they basically tailor towards. They need to wait 35 more seconds before the black hole's up. If they lose that fight, it's over.
I don't think they're...
Well, the only reason that happened was because Fnatic at that point didn't care about positioning anymore. They've been really crisp in making sure that there's always some person outside.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter that much who's outside now that he has BKB.
Sure.
But you have to catch Jug before he uses Omni Slash.
He's been making it a point to just blink in and Omni Slash the Enigma straight up.
Yeah, they're doing that so well. They're initiating onto Mineski before Mineski is able to do anything. So they're really like just YOLO crazy movements, just jumping in.
If you're KP,
on a hunch,
you're sitting on 2,800 gold, shouldn't you go for something then like a Yules or like an Aeon Disc so that you can survive, or Ghost Scepter so that you can survive that Omni Slash? Because he's the target every time.
Definitely, it's good, but right now, like they're 2 sides down. I guess you just save for that buyback. You have the buyback up. If they do kill you with that, you just buy back instantly and go back into the fight with.
Hopefully this time it won't be.
Alright, they go for the black hole on the big kill. Yep, get the DK. He's gonna buy back immediately because now Arbed knows no black hole, no BKB.
Yeah, that's also a problem, you know, if you just catch a person that
Wall is used too, though.
Yeah, he'll just buy back and they'll play on as if it didn't happen. They know that the DK is not going to die unless there's a black hole. So without a black hole, of course he's buying back because he's under no threat of dying again, and they can just burst us.
You put that very well. Like how do they defend this now? Like what do they do about this push? It's going to be very hard. I mean, they still have AoE, they still have Grimstroke Puck. There's even the Midnight Pulse I mean, that deals a lot of damage to these tanky heroes such as Dragonite. It's gonna be tough for them to defend, but it's not easy to...
Arbed straight in, they're into the base, ready to go. BKB out of Dragon form, jump over the Omni Slash. That's a dead Morphling. He does have a buyback available, and of course RG will use it. Do you get the Hex sound onto the two of them? KP, he's in! The black hole's ready again. The refresher, or is it going to be enough to get the kill? Well, they didn't expect the refresher. I didn't expect the refresher.
I didn't.
Nobody expected the refresher. But it was there. But didn't let him kill the DK. Are they going to be able to win the fight? That is the question. And with the more diebacking on the front lines as such, it doesn't look like they will, as Fnatic are still able to come out on top easily. Despite the cute little refresher or play, it was not enough. There's no more. They're down to just 3 left alive, and now there was a second black hole. There's certainly not going to be a third, as Mineski are forced back to the base. Fnatic diving the fountain here, enjoying their seeming victory as it would look to be, as even though they don't have the Dragonite, they still have the number advantage.
Yeah, they just need to protect this Jug while he pushes, because this might happen.
Double stun from Pi. The Dream Kill there as well.
Yeah, they have the healing ward, they're gonna heal up on that Jug, go back in. Still has 60 seconds without that Morphling, and there is no reason why he shouldn't just ignore you and take your Raxes. Hey, just go for Megas, why not? There we go.
Backing back onto them and the back.
He's taking a lot of damage though, he has to be careful. One more Jaeger would have done it.
No healing ward for 30
Yeah, they're just waiting for Midnight Pulse to run out.
I must say, it was a pretty cute play with the refresher chart, and then basically black holing, luring Fnatic in to go again. You know, it could have worked. It didn't though, but they had to try something, and otherwise they were just sitting ducks. So, unfortunately for Mineski, they can still try to hold against Megas, but it's going to be a tough one. And to be honest, I have a fight left in them.
I don't know if they do.
Time for one more fight, let's put it that way.
Sure.
I didn't say they were going to win it. I said one more fight.
I think this game is. This is a start to a series where I think it's going to be a bit tough for Mineski going into game 2 after a game 1 like this.
I don't know, like I still think they can turn it. They played, I mean, the way they played in the laning stage made me think that they're
they look really hot.
honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. Look like Fnatic were very shaky in the lane.
Strategically, the way they moved, the way they positioned their lanes, everything looked alright for them. But then, I think they just crumbled like that. That one bad call to fight that rush, just destroyed them. That's all. Like, imagine, they wait for BKB, then they fight. Morphling gets a kill, definitely. BKB Manta builds Butterfly instantly after. Jack does not farm. I mean, it could have been a very, very different game.
Yep. Well, everything back up again for Mineski. They're gonna wait for Fnatic to walk up high ground with that Aegis and Cheese and Refresher Shard. This is the third one, right? Yeah.
It's just the second, isn't it?
Is it?
Is it the third?
Second, third.
I'm not sure.
Even if it doesn't have a Refresher Shard, still Cheese there too.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. I think it's the second. Yeah, it's just
second.
Second.
Well, they give the Cheese to Dragonite. He doesn't have that buyback, so it's pretty good.
So KP's got the double black hole. And he's going for the Ag, so he's going for the I'm going to carry the game build. You know, with that Ag and Refresher, you can wipe a whole team. If you can get that Dream Black Hole.
Double Midnight Pulse. I mean,
well, like quadruple Midnight Pulse with the Axe.
With the Refresher, and the Axe.
It's that's a team wipe right there. You got to get that perfect black hole, but it is possible.
It is.
It's possible.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a team wipe. You just need to catch Jug and Dragonite. That's your play. And if you manage to, like, you can still turn this game even you're playing versus Megas. It's not the first time that I've seen it happen. Especially if Enigma gets 25. You get the +8 Eidolons and you get the damage on level 20 for Eidolons, and you can take the base on your own, basically. You can defend the base on your own, or you can take their base on your own. So it's like this Enigma can carry the game, but I don't think Fnatic is gonna let that happen, honestly. Like, they're way too in front. I don't know.
But that can cause issues for us, especially as we've seen with the way that MP's been having a fantastic game on the Jug, and with that full Abyssal, as long as he can get in and start Omni slashing, he's going to be able to drop the Abyssal down, so you can no longer sort of just BKB and Black Hole.
You can see they're smoked up, and Sven is doing this, like he's in front in the warding, and that's so important because exactly what you just said. If they're smoked up, he just jumps in abyssals, then your refresher does not matter.
Yeah, if MP sees that Enigma, it's going to be game over. And, he'll go back some more. Still a big one, there's no buyback on that more.
That should be game.
Okay, Black Hole 1, going to go for the first Black Hole, see if there's going to be enough damage. It is a low cost with those mid-up pods. He's going to get the second one out though. It doesn't look like it, he's getting bashed up. GG, and he has no buyback, but indeed, that is game over. Fnatic. Oh, they should have called GG.
They
GG, they could have made it a shot.